Starting from my early school days, I hate math. Though I'm good at it, I hate it. I don't know why. One fine evening, when I was in one of my highest possible mental states, a strange idea popped up in my mind. So I made up my mind to do a little math to figure out how many days on average that people live happy and enthusiastic life in their lifespan. You see, the calculation really shattered me. I was speechless. And you know what? It made me hate math even more. Well, let me share it with you and see your reactions. So, to begin with, I googled and noted the average life expectancy of people living in different countries. Because, you see, we need an imaginary number, an imaginary life expectancy of our life to work out further. Based on that data, I found that the country with the highest life expectancy is Monaco, where on average a person lives for 89.5 years. In US it drops to about 80 years, in Canada it is about 82, and in the United Kingdom it is 81. If I consider certain less developed countries in order to calculate the average life expectancy across the globe, it dramatically drops to about 50s. Let's assume that your life expectancy is on the higher side of the world's average. And also, let's assume that you are living with no health complications or tragedies. So, let's say you're gonna live until 82. 82 years on this earth with your name tag. Not too bad. But that's from birth. So, in order to calculate your remaining life, that is the remaining time in your life, we have to subtract however old you are right now from 82. For the sake of simple calculation, let's say you are 22 years old right now, as that is generally an age while the people generally begin their careers. After subtracting that, at this point, now you have 60 more potential years of life, which equals 21,900 days or 525,600 hours. Still not too bad, right? But if you get an average of 8 hours of sleep per night, which is 175,200 of those hours disappear. And you now have only what is equal to 40 years of waking life left. See, from 82 years, we came to 40 years of waking life. That brings your life expectancy down to 20 years. That's kind of scary. It gets a lot scarier if the following is true for you. If you are an unsatisfied or unhappy worker, disliking or hating to do your job, and perhaps you don't necessarily hate your job, you find yourself rarely ever enjoying it or feeling inspired by it. I'll go with some examples. Let's say you work in an IT company and you are a computer programmer, or a quality assurance tester, or a system analyst, or let's say you are the accounts manager of a top company which pays you a lot, and you hate playing with numbers all the time, and you do it just for earning money, and you never really enjoy what you're doing in the company to earn that money. And let's say you are always wishing for the weekends, always wanting the week to be over and wanting Friday nights. If this is the case and your life enjoyment is based entirely on the weekend, let's see what happens to our calculation when we subtract all weekdays from your remaining 40 years of life. Let's take an average of 260 work days in a year. Without considering holidays, after subtracting those across your total 40 years of life, your number of days goes from 14,600 to all the way down to 4,200 days, leaving you only about 11 years. But you may say, when I retire at an age of around 63 years, I may get some of those days back. Well, okay, let's take that also in consideration. You see, the statistics says that 68% of people across the world have chances of having a disability and mental impairment over the age of 65. Also, in general, we all know that after the age of 65, as you grow older and older, the likelihood of developing health conditions or having existing health conditions worsen only increases. So, as a rough generalized average, across all the years after retirement, all the way until death, it works out to, let's say, a person has somewhere around 2 good, healthy, and enjoyable days per week. Now you are exactly right back where you are. 11 years of. So you see, in living for the weekend, what first thought as a decent 60 years of life comes down all the way to 11 years. And do not forget to consider the worst possible scenarios even in weekends. What if you had weekends that aren't that good and you end up doing things that you don't want to do? Like your irritating personal stuff, house maintenance, unnecessary travel, or even end up doing another part time job to catch up on things? That's at least another year or more of your remaining life. You see, regardless of your age, who you are, what you do, or the exact accuracy of these numbers to your life, if you live for the weekends, this point holds true. Of course, we have responsibilities to accept. Of course, there are things that we are going to have to do that we don't want to do. Sure, every day of our job in career cannot be always fun how we wanted it to be. But to work a job, to be in a career, or to be in a company that you don't enjoy or find soul satisfaction in it, you are essentially signing away most of your lives. Life is extremely short. Even if you don't subtract your weekdays from your life, the time we have is still frighteningly short. So, what truly is so important is that we are not giving it away. That we are careful, aware, and conscious for what we exchange our time for. That we do not let outside pressure from family, friends, and society convince us to give our life, that is, our precious moments, away ignorantly and choose jobs, careers, companies, or lifestyles that we don't personally enjoy or resonate with. That we don't take it for granted and become easily distracted or persuaded by short-term glamours that we know that we don't really need. If you are the one who constantly wishing for the weekend, only to come and then in the blink of an eye it ends and you are back on the same starting point of your Monday, again waiting for the weekend all over again. If you feel like you are anywhere close to living a life like this, where you live like a zombie almost every day of what you do, throwing each day into trash of wasted time, perhaps you should spend your time, at least some of your time, trying to figure out how to make sure that you don't waste any more of it.